Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to New Jersey Satellite Studio, where we show you the flavor of life here in the District of New Jersey. Hey everyone, and welcome back to INCRadio New Jersey Satellite Studio, where do we not only show you the flavor of life, but we will also show you how to stand properly. Be proper. Because today we are talking about posture, proper posture, and why it is important. And we will have tips from our resident executive mom, physical therapist, and one of your favorite hosts of INCRadio New Jersey, Ate Maricel. And just letting you know, Sister Maricel is a physical therapist. She is also an officer, and I believe she's a deaconess in Winslow, New Jersey. So if you're ever in the southern part of our district, go check her out. You know what? She's probably going to check you because she's always traveling. Her and the family are always doing something fun. Okay. All right. So let's just jump into it now. What is posture? It is about how you stand. But you know what? That's my definition. Let's let Maricel define it. So, Maricel, how do you define good posture, and what does good posture look like?
That is a very good question, Jeff. But before I give my answer, I want to say hello to everyone who is listening right now and thank you for always being here supporting INC Radio New Jersey, where we not only show you the flavor of life, but we're here to learn together. So, going back to the question, what is good posture? Good posture simply means the proper alignment of our spine. So like everything should be in perfect alignment so that it puts less strain on our muscles and joints. So what does a good posture look like? Well, if you're in a standing position, imagine you have a string pulling you at the top of your head, trying to pull your head up to the ceiling to maintain a good posture. So a good posture looks like this. Your ears, your shoulders. I cannot show my hips and my knees and the ankle. If you are standing, they should all fall in a straight line. So like my ear is directly above my shoulder. I'm not like this so that my ear is in front of my shoulder. It's like this. So if you draw an imaginary line, the ear, the shoulder, hips and knees and ankles are in the straight line. And if you are in a sitting position, your hips and your knees should be at a 90-degree angle. So it's very important to know the basics of a good posture so that you can modify it wherever you are, knowing that you know how a proper alignment should look like. So for example, I'm sitting here, so for somebody with a somebody who's short like me, so if I sit on this chair, I need my feet to be touching the floor, right? Especially if I'm here for a long period of time. So if I know that I'm going to be doing, like computer work and I will be sitting in this kind of chair for a long period of time, it's not going to be good for my back, after a few hours or for a long period of time. So knowing what a good posture should look like, this will be my modification. So it's either I scoot forward so that my feet are touching the floor so that I keep my hip and my knees at 90 degrees, right? But the problem with this, if I'm too forward, then there's a big space between the backrest and my back. So then I will not be able to maintain the normal curvature of my low back, which will in turn give me some back pain. So to modify it, you can put, a pillow behind your back. That way your feet are still touching the floor, your hips and knees are 90 degrees, and your back is well supported.
Maricel, I am totally guilty about that. Even my seating now. Hopefully you can't see my camera angle, but yeah, it's really important. So Marisol, why is it important to have good posture?
Having a good posture is very, very crucial to your well being. If you always maintain a good posture, it will prevent you from having injuries. It will reduce neck pain and back pain, and also maintaining a good posture, you'll be able to breathe better. Why? Because you're not slouch forward, so your lungs can expand more and you can breathe better, and you can move with ease because you don't have the tightness in your muscles. So it's, when you're in pain, you tend not to move because any movement causes pain. So having a good posture, you'll be able to move with ease, and overall, it's just going to improve your well being.
Wow, having proper posture sounds super important. I know, once again, I myself a little guilty for when you sit in a chair, especially when you're working for long periods of time, maybe you start out with good posture, but then slowly you start to get like that, especially if you're working in front of a computer. So, uh, slouching is a postural mistake. Marisol, what are some other common postural mistakes?
So, very common postural mistakes. Let's talk about upper body postural mistakes first. One very common postural mistake is forward head posture. So, your head is like this. Instead of your ear being right above your shoulder, you have a forward head posture. You're like this. So this is most likely if like being in the computer for a long time, so you tend to have forward head posture. Another one is because most of the things that we do every day is in front of us, so like we're always in the computer or driving, or even just activities of every day like in the house, like we're cooking, we're reaching, everything is in front of us. So what's the tendency? Our shoulders get rounded. So another common postural problem is roundedness in the shoulder. So forward head, they usually go along together. So you have a forward head posture, you have a rounded shoulder, and what does that do to the muscles at the back? It's pulling your neck muscles and even your thoracic muscles in this position, and it's putting a lot of strain in your muscles and your joints. For the lower body, most common postural mistake is if you are standing, if you're not distributing equal weight on each leg, like if your job entails you to stand for a long period of time. So most people would like stand on one leg. So what happens to your hip? It tilts your hip, right? Because you're not distributing your weight equally. So when your hip is still tilted most of the time, it affects your lumbar spine too. Your pelvis is tilted, and it's gonna give you some back pain. And another common problem is crossing the legs too much.
I think I am so guilty of all of those, Maricel. I mean, I can't cross my legs now based on my setup, but yeah, definitely, like how you stand is important. And while she was talking, slowly you notice, this going on. I call it turtling. You know, when you're sitting in front of the computer, you just get the rounded shoulders and then the neck goes forward. So, Marisol, what are some tips that you can give to improve posture, not just at home, but also at work or wherever you go?
So tips to maintain good posture, whether you're at home or you're at work. For at home, always make sure that you observe proper posture. Always stand straight, or like when you're watching TV, make sure you're not watching like this, or when you're sitting, like I showed you earlier, make sure that you don't have too much curvature in your spine by putting a pillow at the back, at your low back, or also support like having a small pillow behind your neck. That way you're not over forward or tilted too much backwards also. So just little things like that, just being aware of where your spinal alignment is crucial in always maintaining a good posture. And also it's a good habit to like brace your tummy. So say when I'm doing the dishes or when I'm cooking, if you tuck your tummy in, like like you're making this muscle, this band of muscle around your belly and your back. You tighten it. That will maintain the normal curvature of your low back. And not only that, it also strengthens your core. And when you're at work, when you have a desk job, make sure that your your screen is at a height where it's eye level or at least a little just below eye level, so you're not looking up like that or looking down too much, because it will put a strain. Whether you're looking down or you're tilted up, it will put a strain on your neck. And make sure that your table, that your elbow is well supported. So make sure that your workspace is ergonomically friendly to prevent any strain to your neck and your low. It's important to take breaks in between. So if you know that you will be sitting at the computer for a long time, make an alarm, like to remind yourself to take a break. So set an alarm in your phone, like say every hour, and when it beeps, you stand up, you do quick stretches. That way you're not putting too much strain on your muscles, like that sustained posture, like sustained contraction of the muscle is too much. So your arm muscles need a break. So set an alarm, take breaks, and just stop what you're doing. It's really quick, like maybe 10 minutes, quick stretch.
Super, super important. Yeah, I know. I'm once again so funny. I can imagine Marisol just like when I'm at work, like, you have to take a break. You have to watch your ergonomics. You should be aware, and totally guilty too. Like I know when even when I'm washing the dishes, I can feel like, oh, my stomach's in a weird position, and yeah, just be aware of what position your body's in. If you can feel those strains, feel those little pains, because those might build up over time. And Marisol gave us a great word, ergonomic. That's the word for the day. Okay. So yeah, take breaks, be aware. And what, Marisol, you mentioned screens. That is an artifact of our modern society and modern just way of living, that technology is around us. So Marisol, how does technology use affect posture, and how can problems be prevented?
That's a very good question, Jeff. Technology nowadays, everybody has technology and has gadgets, and technology is good, but it can also be bad if not used in the right way. So technology can also contribute to poor posture, because we're always on our phone, we're always on our tablets, our computer, we're always looking at this gadget in front of us. And as I mentioned earlier, our shoulders tend to round up, and looking at the screen for a long period of time can give us a forward head posture. So to prevent this, make sure that your gadget or your computer, your tablet or whatnot is in a position where you're still able to maintain good posture. Like I always catch myself correcting myself, like if I'm on my phone, like I would lean forward like that and look down at my phone or at my device. When I'm at work, I'm always documenting, so I'm always like this. So I have to catch myself to, hey, bring your tablet up, that way your head is in a good alignment.
Oh, sorry, Marisol, you caught me and I caught myself. Okay. So once again, it's good to be aware of what position your body's in. I think they call it tech neck, right? Yeah, I think that's what they call it. When you're just there and your head's down, and you even just now you can feel like the strain here in the back of your neck. So yeah, be aware of that and make sure that even when you use technology, technology can be a good thing. Technology can also be a bad thing. So we learned about being aware and what's good about posture, and it's very important whether you're sitting, standing, but we learned about the bad things and some good stuff. So what exercises do you recommend, especially those that we can do at home?
Right, so there's a few simple postural exercises that you can do quickly and easily to maintain a good posture. So let's address the forward head posture. One very simple exercise that you can do like you can do it, when you're on your break or when your alarm is beeping, is the chin tuck exercise. So the chin tuck, this is a chin tuck. Like you basically you tuck your chin. So it's like this. Make sure you just tuck it straight back, and you don't this is not tucking. It should be straight back. So if you're a beginner, it's good to use your finger to kind of guide your chin to do the chin tuck. So just slightly push your chin back, kind of like you're making a double chin. So tuck your chin, and this will correct the forward headedness posture of your head. Okay, and then for forward head posture, very easy. You can do shoulder blade squeezes. Just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Or you can do this also. Or if you have time and you have the room to do it, this is a good stretch. You can do it, by the wall, or if you have a doorway, put your hand right on each side of the doorway and kind of just push forward, stretch it for 20 seconds, release, do it again about 3 times.
Wow, those are some great tips. And viewers and listeners, I hope you're also doing those exercises. And we can kind of do them together too, like what Maricel said, make sure that your head goes straight back, you know, right? It's not like this, that this is not chin tucking. I mean, this might be chin tucking and something else, but to help you with posture, do that, right? Yeah, so it goes, like she said, it goes straight back. My wife and I were talking about this earlier, and even she had to go through those exercises too when she had some therapy. I know I had when I had physical therapy too. Like it was very important to have right posture. And then, like she said, the shoulder blades, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Yeah, and you know what? It feels good. It just opens up your chest. I think I can breathe a little bit better when you do that. And then just have fun with yourself while you're doing that. So right. No, not that. That's bad. Okay. So thank you for those exercises, Marisol. I always get great advice from you and viewers and listeners near and far. Feel free, watch the replay, check these tips out again, and make sure you catch yourself when you're sitting like that. When you're in front of your computer, or even now while you're watching INCRadio New Jersey, or while you're watching the replay. Don't start watching it upright, and then you start rounding. You start becoming a turtle. We're not turtles. No. Don't put your neck forward. Make sure to do those back exercises, do those neck exercises, and you'll feel so much better. So, Marisol, thank you so much again for all those tips. And seriously, like even throughout the week, I have like my inner Marisol, just my head like, yeah, watch out, watch how you're standing, watch how you're at your desk, make sure you take breaks. So it's really important. So thanks again, Marisol. Yeah, do you have any last comments or personal greetings?
So that's about it for our postural education topic. It's just simple and short, but very basic, and I hope I was able to impart some good tips and knowledge to you so that we all maintain a good posture and we all improve our well-being, and overall we're just a happy individual because we have good health and we are not in pain. And I would like to say belated happy birthday to my father, Papa Tony, who celebrated his birthday last week, January 17th. And belated happy birthday to Mama Aimee, who celebrated her birthday January 23rd. Advance happy birthday to my sister Margie, who will be celebrating her birthday tomorrow, January 26th. And thank you to everyone for tuning in and listening. I will see you next time. Bye.
And bye. Well, not bye from Marie yet, but she'll see you next time. But let's all keep our inner Marisol with us. Especially be aware of what we're doing. If we're sitting or standing or what position our body's in. For periods of time, make sure. And honestly, I'm guilty of it too, especially when standing and waiting. I'll be on one leg, and yeah, it's important. So, Marisol, thank you again. We always get Great advice from our CEO, executive mom, and physical therapist. And also, once again, dietary tips too, which we've seen in previous shows. So thanks again, Marisol. All right. Speaking of birthdays, I got some birthdays to shout out to. So happy birthday to, she's my cousin's daughter. So how do you refer to, how should I refer to her? Is she my niece, cousin's daughter, cousin, first, second removed, once, twice, square root of three? Okay. Anyway, to Audrey Gantala, happy birthday. And to former New Jerseyan brother Roy Montemayor, happy birthday. Also, Bergen's own Niara Cortizano, Rene Rosario, and Tristan Rosario, happy birthday to you, to y'all. Happy birthday to New Jersey's own Ronnie Antonio, Jenilyn Imasa, Brittany Manning, Illuminata Gach, Celia Bautista. Also, happy birthday to Carlo Valdez. Happy birthday to Jeff Elog. And also, happy birthday to Kate Manaba. And you've seen her before. Maybe we'll get her back on the show. Happy birthday to one of our former INCRadio kids. And hopefully, we'll see her soon again. Camille Carino. So happy birthday to y'all. Okay. And we also have a comment from last week because, of course, we have to pick our best comment. Viewers and listeners, team live chat, you're always so busy and having fun in there. So our best comment from last week, and remember our show was about gout, was also from Marisol. So lifestyle change and healthy diet is the best way to prevent gout or its flare-up. It's difficult to do, but has to be done. We want to live a long and healthy life. So thanks again for the best comment, Marisol. And we also have some comments for today. So let me bring that up. All right, we have some out-of-district viewers. So Mario Oka, hey, Mario, how are you? Good evening here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here in INCradio, New Jersey. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North. So hi po, Mario. Also, greetings from Reynaldo A. Valdez Sr., former New Jersey, and also Paul. Okay, so brother Reynaldo, greetings from SFM in Johnsonville, and there is a special occasion happening there, I believe, next week. So if you're able to go, go. From Jeb Barrientos, greetings, INCradio, New Jersey, tuning in from the INCradio Orange County, California studio. Hey, got Jeb at the locale of Anaheim, setting up for our upcoming broadcast. So viewers and listeners, tune into them also. Mark Robin Lucas. Oh, it's my brother-in-law. Habibi, how are you, bro? All right. Hello to Kui Jeff and Ditimatan from Bergen, watching from Doha, Qatar. Also another place if you can visit, go check them out and go say hi to my brother-in-law. Awesome. Hey, bro. Miss you. Okay. And to our very own Marisol, she's also active in live chat. Good morning, everyone. Please watch with a good posture. Marisol, sorry. Couple times I didn't, but we're trying. Okay, Abe Evangelista, Sister Marisol is correct. A foot stand and backrest are key if your chair isn't adjustable. He also says in the States, employers are required to provide a safe working area, which includes good ergonomics. Ergonomics, that's once again our word for today. If you are an office worker, talk to your safety folks or your HR folks to see if they can help. From James Timothy Malabanan. All right, hello po. I think I have bad posture when I drive. But sometimes I'm like that too. So thanks, Brother James. And once again, we should be aware. Let's have our let's have our internal Marisol talk to us. So from Martin Fernandez, I wonder where she is. Guilty of not sitting up straight whenever I'm at work. Desk jobs, always on my computer. Thanks, Sister Marisol, for the helpful tips. I'll set an alarm to stand from time to time. #Bergen. Abe again says, Marisol Daga thought, I'm old that fly exercises and deadlifts can do a lot to help correct that technique. Is this true? Yeah. So Marisol says, yes, those are great exercises, good exercises, Brother Abe. They are good core exercises, which can improve spinal stability and thus improve posture. And Tamara Stevens says, I definitely have to stretch while doing my customer's hair. And we also have greetings from Abigail Valari, who's been watching us all day from getting So we will move on to our next segment, which is hashtag. So let's get that bumper.
Now announcing our hashtag winners.
All right. For our honorable mention, we have Whippany. Congratulations, Whippany. You are on the board. In third place, we have Winslow. Congratulations to Winslow. In second place, we have Bayonne. Congratulations, Bayonne. And for first place, drum roll, please. Drum roll with good posture. Aston, congratulations, Aston. You are our first place winner. So congratulations to Amazing Aston. All right. And speaking of Amazing Aston, we have some activities coming up which might be happening there. So for our activity update, let's get that bumper.
Activity updates.
Okay. All right. We got a bunch of good ones coming up. So Saturday, that's today at 1 to 4 p.m. in Bayonne is the CBI Leadership Summit. So if you are part of CBI or the Christian Brotherhood International, if you're a student, or if you just want to go and say hi, go to Bayonne. They are having their Leadership Summit. I know it'll be a lot of fun. That team is always hard at work. And tomorrow, Sunday, January 26th at 7 p.m. in Wrightstown is the Male Kadiwa and their parents special gathering recruitment for the School of Ministers. You know, we know Brother Ray Valdez over in Johnsonville is working hard over there for that too. So you might see him eventually if that's your path. So go check it out, Male Kadiwa. You know, and it's always good to get together. And as usual, please check with your local congregation for details on local events and the daily Bible study schedule. And now we have CFO in action, 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 action.
CFO in action.
The District Multimedia Organization in the District of New Jersey recently conducted a photo and video seminar equipping members with the skills to effectively capture and share their faith stories with communities. The seminar, which drew attendees from various local congregations, featured trainers who shared tips and techniques on photography, videography, and editing. Through interactive sessions and hands-on exercises, participants gained practical knowledge on enhancing their visual storytelling capabilities, ultimately enriching their church's online presence and outreach efforts. The seminar was successful, with attendees expressing gratitude for the valuable insights and skills acquired. A simple giveaway was given to attendees as a token of their participation. The day ended with a luncheon to build a stronger relationship among the organization's members. The three Christian family organizations converged for a monthly meeting, fostering group unity and coordination. The gathering provided a platform for leaders to share updates, discuss ongoing projects, and announce forthcoming activities in the district. The meeting served as a catalyst for collaboration, empowering members to work together towards a common goal of spiritual growth and community service. As the organizations united, the District of New Jersey was filled with renewed energy and anticipation for the exciting events in the future. Led by District Minister Brother Alex M. Reyes, the Brethren in the District of New Jersey continue to be united and actively participate in all activities approved by the church administration. This was our CFO in action in the past week. From the District of New Jersey, this is Sister Marisol Dagaton. We'll have more on the CFO in action next week. See ya!
And see ya there at the future events. You know, there's always something great going on, and we love how, you know, we can capture that in our CFO in action. So hopefully you will be at our next CFO in action. And before we close our show, we got a couple more greetings. So happy birthday, post Sister Mindy from Abigail Valari, and from Caramedjo Saranillo. Happy viewing, Saranillo family, Bloomingdale in USA. And that's it for today's show, y'all. So hopefully we'll keep our posture. And thank you for everyone who tuned in and learned that, you know, make sure you do this. You know, if you found value in our discussion today, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you think this episode will be helpful to someone you know, and maybe for reference, watch it during the week. Please share the link with them. Before we go, we'd like to thank our church administration for their continued support to INC Radio, for allowing us to have this show where we can stay connected and learn together and stand up tall. Especially thank our executive minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, and our Subsea president and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Manalo. We also like to thank our INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai. Before we say goodbye, we thank again all our viewers and listeners for taking the time to watch this episode and sharing your thoughts on posture and how to stand up straight and be good. See you on the next episode of INC Radio New Jersey.
This is INC Radio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.